excellent.
Yes. So I've played a little bit of
and
it.
they just that same Arc System Works, the same like company. They just did came out with Blaze Blue. The, tag battle, something like that. I think is the name of it. Mm-hmm. And there have people from Blaze Blue. There are people from Persona 4 Arena and stuff like that. Like it's like a big crossover thing where you tagging it out, but it's only 2 people instead of 3, which is cleaner to me in some instances. I thought I was gonna really like Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite, but I don't at all.
I was hyped for Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite, but the roster of that thing is really disappointing. But you know what though? I think the game mechanics.
There's a lot of copy and paste from 3.
I don't feel that way.
You don't think so?
No, because I felt like I played with Chris, played with Rocket Raccoon. I felt like I had to relearn those characters in a big way than from 3. There's a lot of copy and paste with the characters.
Right.
The gameplay mechanics, I don't think so.
From what I heard,
and like
a lot of people
watching the visuals,
like it.
Yeah, like watching the professionals
it's an
play.
Ugly game.
Watching, yeah, the graphics, like the character models and everything are kind of ugly, but the gameplay, like watching the professionals play and everything, it's really fucking dope. Like just seeing the mayhem on screen between characters swapping in and out, the way you can carry combos on like that. And like I was playing, because like when I like to play fight games, I like to dig in deep and do the combo systems and have you juggling around all that shit.
Right.
And I like to watch that. And some of the potential I've seen in this game for that stuff, and like seeing people like Sonic Fox go to town on that
Fox
game.
Is so good at every game.
Filipino champ Sonic Fox had a tournament against each other in Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite. And the things that they're doing on that is like
I hate Filipino champs so much.
But it's amazing. And like I think that if Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite just had a better roster, it would have been great. I think the worst thing about it is its roster. You're right. They cut and pasted from 3. I agree with that as far as the characters. But the fighting mechanics are really shaken up. Like Rocket Raccoon didn't even have the same moveset that he had in the first one.
Is Hagar in Infinite?
Yeah.
I can't remember.
Yes, he is. But he also plays a little different. He has some similar movesets that, like, more so than I felt like Rocket Raccoon had from 3 to that. Because, look, Marvel vs. Capcom 3 and Ultimate, I played the fuck out of those games.
Right, I really like those.
I played the shit out of those games. Me and Eric used to get tables, and whoever wanted to come in, you fucking come in.
Actually, did you see the announcement for Cody?
No, I didn't see that.
Cody's in Street Fighter 5.
Yeah.
And when they introduce him, he's actually the new mayor of Metro City.
Oh,
and one of his costumes is actually Hagar's.
Oh, that's pretty dope. But, yeah, like, I honestly don't... I feel like they actually did rebuild that game as far as fighting mechanics go. Right. It feels very different. But as far as the characters, yeah, it's cut and paste. As far as just any interesting story and stuff like that, which fighting games you don't really come to for the story.
You get it like Injustice.
Unless you play Injustice.
Right.
Injustice is a great story. You know what
Have you read the tie-in comics for Injustice?
I've read... I think all of year 1 and year 2.
Fuck.
Yes. I think I've read year 1 and year 2 so far. I haven't gone past that.
Oh.
But I mean, fuck, Superman, Green Lantern, and Wonder Woman pull Atlantis out of the sea and drop it in the desert. I was like, what the fuck is this? This is fucking great. Harley Quinn takes pills and has a fucking fist fight with Lobo? What? Get the fuck out of here, man. Comics are great.
Who was it? I think it was it Blue Devil? It was somebody. Oh, was it Etrigan? No, Trigon. It was I think there's a big fight between like Trigon and like I hate saying his name, Mr. Mixixospitlick or whatever.
Oh, Mixoplix or whatever.
And they almost destroyed the universe in that fight.
That must be at a later one. I didn't get to
it's later.
That must be later. I definitely want to watch that. I want to read that.
Yellow Lantern Superman.
Yes, I did.
What?
Yeah. They do. See, this is the thing about Injustice. This is like, it's like they said, okay, what rules do we have to follow? And they said, nothing.
Right.
What? Okay. Boom. Right. And I'm just like, what the shit is this?
Do what you want. Just make sure Superman's really crazy.
Yes, make sure you're fucking bad guy. You're good to go. All right, so we could. It's like,
and I love that it's the Joker that drives me
it's
crazy.
what Batman vs Superman and the DC universe. I think that's what they should have been, and they weren't. Like, if they were going to go for this darker thing,
right?
Just go hog ham and pull out Injustice shit. Like, just because you're definitely were aiming somewhere for that.
Wonder Woman. Did you get to the Wonder Woman versus Superman scene?
I don't think I got to that. Because they're still kind of partners where I've read. Because I read where
the
Green Lantern Corps, the last I read was the Green Lantern Corps all come down to Earth and it's like, we're going to have to take Superman out. Like, even the little floating blue guys, I forget what their names are.
Oh, the Guardians.
Yeah, the Guardians. Even them, they come out and they're like fighting with like Superman and his crew. And then like the Green Lantern, I think, gets the red ring. And then, like, Superman has, like, a yellow ring. I just got into that bit of it all, and that was really fucking awesome. So, that's pretty good. You know, that's another thing I thought was going to be on Xbox's list. There's been rumors about another Mortal Kombat, right?
Right.
But what I was giving out there is, like, a crazy prediction that I was saying. I was like, no, they don't do Mortal Kombat. They, you know, Justice already just came out. They got to do something different. We do with like the Mortal Kombat Injustice fighting system, just horror icons. Freddy, Jason,
because they've integrated them in Mortal Kombat.
They've got at least a third of a fighting game list already made out. They've done
now
Freddy, they've done Jason, they've done Alien, they've done Predator, they've done Leatherface, they've done all of those characters. Why not do a horror fighting game with all the horror characters?
I think
that's the move to get people hyped.
Them, they might have to like go through the universe because like Wolfman and
they could do that kind of shit. You can have vampire character, Wolfman. You could do all those horror icon characters with like Freddy, Jason, and all that shit. All that shit and do a fighting game with them in like a Mortal Kombat Injustice fighting game system. You can even do the story mode stuff and do some really cool weird shit with that too.
Awesome.
That would be something that would get people hyped because another Mortal Kombat would be like, okay, and I think people would still be excited for another Mortal Kombat. But if you came out E3 and went boom and did that, my panties are coming off and I'm blowing you afterwards.
I feel like I would want I feel like I would want like Chucky.
Yes,
but
Chucky
I don't know how he would be integrated.
He'd be like the Odd Job of fighting games.
Right. I don't want like a surf bot.
Yeah. That's what it would be, though. That's what it would be. He would be banned from fighting game professional stuff, but like he would be there for the game. But yeah, no, Chucky, or this a giant Chucky doll. Just do that.
Sure.
Yeah. Sure. Just go like
Fuck
that.
it.
Yeah.
Like, and did you see
the
most recent one? Cult of Chucky?
Nah,
where there's a bunch of him?
Yeah, no, I haven't seen that one.
He found a way to make the spell to where he can be in multiple like bodies.
Oh no shit! I haven't watched that one. I have to watch. It was like on Netflix,
actually pretty. Yeah, it's actually pretty decent.
Oh, okay.
Like the last one, Curse of Chucky, was kind of like a return to form almost, but a little. And I think it was cheesy because it's Chucky.
Yeah.
Like you can't avoid that now. Like Child's Play is actually horrifying.
Yeah.
When you watch it, like
the first one
for the '90s,
the second one. I think
was it the '90s or the '80s?
Ooh. I think if it was 80s, I think it was late 80s.
Yeah, it's either late 80s or early 90s. But all right.
I would like NetherRealm Studios to do like a horror.
And if they could like talk to the people at Universal,
because they've already got a couple of them.
Right.
They're already working that way. That'd be especially Universal's wanting to get their movie kickstarted. They want to get that movie universe,
which was a bad move with Mummy.
It was.
Mummy's so bad.
Yeah. I heard it was, but. What a great way then to get people excited by a video game, and then
you know what though? I think most of those monsters in the Universal movies are not. I think they're public domain.
Might be
because I think that's why like Wilhelmina Harker and Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde were able to be in League of Extraordinary Gentlemen.
And if that's the case, then do that. You've already got a bunch of horror characters. Get more horror characters. Add in a couple DLC Mortal Kombat characters because you do it anyways.
Right.
Boom. And then maybe DLC an Injustice character or two. Just stick Joker in there or something, you know? Like,
right.
Perfect. I mean, come on, man. Talk to Stephen King to get it. What? But it against
when
Freddy?
I was thinking about Chucky, I actually thought of Gage from Pet Sematary.
Oh, okay.
But I also feel like he's a baby.
Yeah.
He's not quite Chucky.
But It the Clown. Come on now.
I feel like he'd be so OP.
It would be that shit. That shit would be amazing.
But then maybe not because they're all other monsters, so they might not be afraid of him enough.
But it'd be like all those characters together in a fighting game would be so amazing.
Oh,
NetherRealm's got to be doing something.
Wait, what No, I don't think Time Warner. I don't think Warner Brothers had anything to do with it. I don't think they did.
No, I don't think so.
Because NetherRealm and
Warner Brothers. Yeah. They're hand in hand. Yeah. I don't think so, but you know what? Just get some of the licenses. I mean, I think they can work something out. I think they can work something out with that, and if they can, then do that. I think it would be a great game. Like, dude, how excited would you be to see it versus Jason? And they're just fighting?
I feel like they've had people that made stuff like that for like Mugen and stuff, and people have just taken an interest to it. So like, why not?
Yeah, I mean,
they have like precedents
putting out
games.
Those DLC horror characters in all the Mortal Kombat games from 10 and 9 and 10. So like, that would be the greatest.
Make a horror game.
That would be the greatest move to me.
Fucking throw the Joker in there.
I know it's been a while for a Mortal Kombat game.
Scorpion, just throw.
Yeah,
you own them. Throw them in there.
Exactly. I know it's been a while for a Mortal Kombat game, but I think if you did this horror game, it's a way to keep people excited and interested in new shit you're doing.
And you can.
And then after the horror
do an
game,
8-person roster.
Yeah, and after the horror game, and then you follow up with a Mortal Kombat game, and then we kind of go through. And now you have 3 franchises you got going. Because if you can keep this horror thing off, and it takes, which I think people would be damn near excited for.
That's a beautiful idea.
That's what I was hoping for to see in E3.
Let's email NetherRealm.
Right? And Twitter that shit, just holler at them. Like, that would be pretty dope.
Oh, it'd be so great. That's a great idea, actually. I actually really, really like that. I feel like just the shit they could do story-wise would be just so dope.
Yes.
All right, so let's get back to E3.
Yeah.